What's up, y'all? What's up? What's going on, y'all? We Shoot Films, creator We Shoot Films. Just came out real quick, just for the hell of it. Wasn't much to do. Still got work to do, but I figured I'd just come on here and talk a little bit if anybody joins me while I'm working on a green screen on a new project. They sent me the green screen footage. This is what it looks like over here. There you go. And that's the green screen footage. So yeah, this is the green screen footage they sent me. And just chilling. Hold on, I gotta fix something else. Hold on. How y'all doing out there? Talk to me. Let me know what's up. Let me know what's up. I'm about to do some green screening just for the heck of it, So that's about it, y'all. So yeah, this guy, my boy, he sent me his green screen footage. And I got to start the process. So I said, I might as well go online for a little bit and start the process. I got After Effects open. Bring it in. Let me get this Let me know, let me know y'all hear me. Let me know we good. If you don't mind, let me know I'm good. Y'all can hear me. Let me know. I would appreciate it. But when you bring in this stuff in After Effects, down here, you see down here, right next to it, you got these numbers here. My glasses is weird. It says BPC. Usually it's at 8. Right here. Usually it'll be here at 8. You know what I'm saying? I always change it at 32 bits. It gives you a little extra. So I always do that. All right. And then I grab it and bring it in to create a composition. And there we go. Now, when I told him to shoot this, I told him to make sure he bought some soil because I'm going to put him into like a ground. And so I didn't want to have to worry about his feet and matching the ground and all that. So I said, buy some soil, stand on it, and, wrap on that. So that helped out a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's about that. Put it on full. And you always want to make sure when you're doing the key to make sure your After Effects is on full. If you're using After Effects, DaVinci, Premiere, make sure you're looking at it final. Your final of it is, you're looking at it full when you're actually doing the key. And I always check up here, give me the information. They shot it at 4K, all that good stuff, 59.94 frames per second. And I never keep it, believe it or not, nothing you've ever seen me do is in 4K, okay? I always turn it to, downgrade it to HD. So you go here to composition settings, and I'm going to bring it down to 1920 by 1080, and then I'll change the frame rate to 59.94, and I'll click OK, and then I'll right-click here, transform, fit to comp, and there we go. Now it's 4K footage, but on a HD timeline now. All right, and so you just want to kind of find a spot. I like to find a spot that where he got his hands exposed, something that could possibly be hard to, just something that'll hide. And so I like to find a spot with his hands or something, which I can't seem to do. I'll just Let me see. I'll do that. Gives me his fingers. So that should be cool. Now, technically, sometimes if you got noisy footage, and this is a little noisy, but it should be fine, you can run it through a cleaner, to denoise it, a denoiser. But, sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad. Not really bad, but sometimes it just takes too long. So if it's not real bad, I'll just leave it alone. And so, okay, we got it. Now, they didn't shoot this in S-Log. They look like they shot this in regular ProRes or whatever. All right, so the first things first is, I'm going to do a mask, okay? So I'm going to grab a mask, and I'm going to just kind of loosely put it around him. I know he extends his hands a lot. He likes to do that. And there you go. And then you want to kind of make sure, what's the worst thing does he do with his hands? How far out does he do it? And he's not too bad, actually. This might be the worst one here. He's very animated. Where's that one? This should be a dope music video. Man, where's that one where he actually extends his hand out? Yo, can y'all hear me, man? Somebody tell me something, man. Somebody say hello, hi, bye, something. Let me know I can hear you. Can hear me, my man. Let me know. There you go. So that's probably the furthest he's going to get. So this should be fine. And I can bring these in because as much as you don't have to, if you don't have to worry about some of this green, then you don't want to. You feel me? So I'm going to just bring some of these in. If you don't got to worry about it, why worry about it? You feel me? Real talk. All right. I'll just stay right here. It'll be fine. All right, y'all. Is it working? Let me see here. Wonder if hold on, y'all. Oh, there you go. My stuff wasn't working, man. I'm sorry, y'all. How y'all doing? I didn't see the chat. The chats was not working for me. Don't know why, but it definitely wasn't working for me. My bad. How y'all doing today? Yeah, somehow my chat is not working today. At least the other one I usually use with the pop-outs. Why they're having rolling bars from the lighting. Yeah. The lighting, man, this is pissing me off. Why it's not letting me pop up on my regular way? They're having, I told them about that to be careful. I'm going to have to deal with that later and see how that goes. But yeah, you see it, man, the rolling bars. Let me sign in. Something's going on here, so it'll do better. Yeah, but the rolling bars is crazy. And I told him about that. He went to a place like a place that does these, a studio place, and not really professional. I don't really call them professionals. They just a spot that just have a bunch of rooms. And I told him be careful for the lighting because it just might not be good. And it might get flickered, but and it did. So there we go. Now we got to deal with that. You know what I mean? I don't think I remember my passwords Do I? Yeah, I think I do. Now I got it. Hold on, yo. I'm trying to get into my chat so I can see y'all better. You know what I mean? DaVinci has a really nice deflicker node in Fusion. Not sure about After Effects. Yeah, I'm going to deal with it after I key it out. I don't want to add more to the key to see where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely. Why isn't my chat working? Kind of annoyed right now because my chat ain't working. Hold on, let me go back to me. So y'all don't got to see all this extra stuff I'm doing over here. Nothing to see here. We popped out. Restore chat. Something's going on here. Oh, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Hate that junk, yo. All right. Yeah. Somehow my plug-in ain't working over here. I see you working on some sauce. Yeah. What's up with you, my man? I'm trying to mess around with this chat. The chat is messing up on me because this thing. Can I get out of all this? Let me see if I can get out all this. I'm trying. I hate when my chat don't work because it lets me know, when y'all up and running. You feel me? So I don't like that it doesn't work because I don't know when y'all hit me if I'm working. So hold on real quick. I know this is whack streaming. I was just gonna do some live keying real quick for this new project that I'm doing. I think we on. Am I on now? Should be, man. What the heck? I don't know. It ain't working, y'all. Oh, there it goes. I got it to work. There it goes. That's what I needed. Because that was annoying, man. So now I could hear y'all. Okay, something's going on. Hit me up, y'all. Somebody say something real quick. Just to make sure. Because I don't want to be working and y'all asking me stuff and I don't even pay attention to y'all. Somebody hit me up real quick. I think I got this all messed up. Hello, yes, it still ain't doing what I need to do. It probably wants me to restart the whole thing, which I'm not gonna do. I ain't about to restart all of this. So I don't know. It is what it is, because I can't find it. Chat. Let me see. I can hear you, though, at least. This is why I don't stream. Nah, it's cool. It's just some stupid stuff sometimes happens. And to be truthful, sometimes it's OBS, man. Like, you got to make sure all this stuff. But whatever. I can hear whenever y'all leave a message now, at least, because I wanted it to at least, make me aware that you were leaving me a message. So at least I can hear now, at least a sound, because I didn't want to be working, y'all asking me questions and me not answer you ever. You feel me? But yeah, this is the homie here. He just filmed this. And yeah, there's some deflicker I gotta deal with, but I ain't gonna worry about it right now. We're in After Effects. So let me get back to a good, there you go. All right. And okay, I already did everything else. Oh, it was a bunch of time there, terrible. So if you're watching this later, you should, well, I should have said that earlier. Oh, I don't got my other. I just uploaded After Effects beta, so I don't got my little plugin thing that makes getting stuff faster. So we're gonna bring in the key light, and we're gonna hit this up. My bad, y'all. I'm just tired, I think. All right. So what I like to do sometimes is just kind of see see what's going to be best. Give me my best key. That actually is going to give me my best key. You just saw that? There we go. Now I see you, boss. No doubt. Oh, there you go. Okay, it's working now. Okay, it's working now. But yeah, so you saw how that gave me my best key. I didn't just go with this one up here. When I went up here, you see how you still don't, y'all see this, right? I want to make sure. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all not seeing this. Man, I'm telling you. All right, so you see where I just clicked. All right, I just reset this, and I just clicked this right here. And you see there's gray here. And we want this to be black, and we want him to be white as possible. You feel me? Yeah, there you go. So what we want to do is, how you call it? What do you mean? You couldn't see me earlier? You saw me now, right? Because you say you couldn't see me. I hope you could see me. All right, y'all. So you always want to test it out. Don't just go with that first little click, because you see, then I click maybe over here. Yeah, you could do masking in DaVinci. Okay, and then we're going to test that in the screen mat. And you get better. But you see, when I click down here and I go to screen mat, look at that. That's a good key. That's going to be a real good key right here. You see how I took all of that away versus just doing that first little click? You got to see different sections of it. What's going to be your best key? All right. This one, I'm cool. I'm going to just click, do the blacks and then the whites. Yeah. Bring it back to, and I put it in intermediate. I don't go to final. I put it in intermediate. And you want to be careful with zippers, with green screen, because they reflect green, and that could be an issue too. So what you want to do really is keep it in screen mat, all right, when you do it, and then just kind of run through it to see if you see any black spots. Let me change this so it doesn't change quality while I'm running through it. All right. If you wanted to not change quality while you're running through it, you see this one right here. See, this is my thing. You see it right here. You click on this, and it says final quality. So no matter what, even when you scroll, it stays at final quality. Now, what I'm looking for is any little, like right there. You see that right there? Let's see what that is. That little black spot right there. I got a question. Do you track 3D data in After Effects, then send that to Unreal? If I had to track 3D data, yes. If I had to, definitely. But you see that little spot right there? I bet you that's the silver. We go to source. Yep. See? That spot right there is reflecting that green, which is going to give you a hole in your stuff. So then you want to, push, clip the white. Now, sometimes you could do the screen balance. You know what I mean? It all depends now. That's very delicate. I'm going to go ahead and just push and get rid of it. All right, so I got rid of it. Trying to see something. Now, check this out. Oh, come on, man. I got to get me another computer. See these little white specks? Little white specks. This wasn't the greatest green screen because you see it's back there. They're white. These little white specks, man. That's annoying because it wasn't all green. These are little things that you got to deal with. Now, would that be seen probably in the main footage? Probably not, to tell you the truth. But you could probably just kind of mess with the screen gain a little bit, but see, then you start affecting him. So I'm not seeing, look at this here. You see them little, all of those, man. So, see, you can't push it but so far. You know what I mean? And that little moment you can't let that moment hurt you unless it's there a lot. But see, I'm seeing it a lot. I'm seeing that right there a lot. Now you also have a D-spot black, and you could use that, and it will do it. But I don't like to use that too much because it does other little things, but sometimes it could work. So for now, I'm going to leave that like that. And I'm going to see if there any other spots running through real quick. I'll see, and hats can be weird also, but see, if it's 90% cool, 80% cool, you're just going to have to use the 80% that's cool and throw away the other half that ain't. You can't always get the perfect key for every move he make. But as long as you get most of it, then you good. You feel me? And if you wanted to, because he don't move a lot, we could probably bring these a little more in to get rid of some of this stuff. You feel me? Because he don't come over here a lot. He's pretty stable over there. I'm going to go to intermediate. All right. So that's cool. For now, that's cool. All right. And then, once I got that pretty much where I want it, I'm going to check the edges. And we got the green, but we ain't worried about that right now. I do throw a little screen. I shrink it a little bit, just a little. And I add a little softness to it. You feel me? See the softness? Just to edge it out a little bit. Must mean you'll have to be creative with how you splice your edits. Yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes you get a great, clean, perfect, and sometimes most of it is good, some of it ain't. So you got to use other footage and get creative to finish the project. But as long as it's 80% there, 85, 90, you good. So I just did that. So I just shrunk it a little bit. And then we're going to add some the green spill, an advanced green spill. I'm so used to using my other, I have to install it. Video Copilot got this plugin that lets you just kind of hit control and space bar and it'll pop up, and then you could just type up real quick the effect that you want. You know what I mean? And my brain is so used to doing it like that, But we're going to put the advanced spill suppressor on them, and that'll clean them up. You don't always got to go ultra. I'm going to go ultra on them, but not always. And, you know, and if you want to see it with a PNG with the cutout right here, this button right here, you just click on there and there you go. So you can see it like that. So this should be good. I'm going to put them in a pretty dark scene though. It's going to be kind of bugged out, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. So this does look pretty good though. Turn off the audio. What up? What up? How you doing? How you doing? Just doing a little live green screen before I leave. You know? Hope everybody's doing real good. See, his fingers look good. See, them fingers looking good. You got to look at them fingers. You know what I'm saying? How they looking. It's looking good. Rings could be crazy too because they reflect. There's so much. See, they look good. That looks good. That's why you want to make sure you shoot at the right shutter speed so you can reduce that motion because the motion is terrible, man, if you have too much motion. But if you raise your shutter speed too high, you can create it to look like a stock motion. So be careful. Stay at 60 frames. Just double whatever frames per second you're at, which usually is 60 frames per second. So double that shutter to 120, minimum. 120, 125, you can get away with that. You know what I mean? But this looks good. And so what I would do, see, I'm not going to do too much color correction with him because he's already kind of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to add some sharpness to him. Go to color correction. I think it's in color correction. I'm so used to using my other plugin to create the effects. To grab my plugin. There you go. Sharpen. I'm going to add a little sharpen to him. Maybe about 15. I don't like to over sharpen. But let's see. Yeah, that should be fine. Might even go down to 12. So yeah, he's looking good, y'all. Wait, I can't wait to put him into the scene. Standing on that soil. Should be dope. Should be dope, y'all. Tell you, green screening is very essential, very essential. Very essential in getting through this stuff, man, and creating something in Unreal Engine. Learn your green screen first. Make sure to learn your green screen first. That's a good key, good key. And I don't really need to do much else to him right now. I'm cool with this. I'll add more contrast if I need to him in Unreal Engine. Any color or saturation, I can add to him. All I'm worried about is his key looking good and clean. It's looking good, it's good and clean. Yeah, this is looking good. Save that. What's the footage from? You shot it? No, I didn't shoot it. This is my boy out in Texas. He shot a green screen video, and he sent it to me, and now I'm working on it to create the video. And I do that, y'all. So if you or anybody or you need help in your project, hey man, send me the footage. I make sure it look dope. Put it in something hot. Let me do my thing. Let me do your Unreal Engine edits for you. Just send me the footage. I did the other video, the last video I dropped, Bentley from the artist CV from Australia. I did that for him. Save this. And then I would go to the next, I'm that's pretty much cool. So then I would go to the next one. All right. And he got some with the TV there, the TV alone. He got just him. Let's do him. Let's just go to him. And then we'll do it all over again. Bring him in, create a composition. All right. All right. Man, that flicker, man. Going to them places just be whack. But anyway, some places, not all places. Hey, and I got a Real Engine. Yo, and my word is bugged out today, yo. I got a new Unreal Engine tutorial coming out probably in a few minutes. And it's dope as far as it's a whole other way to have translucent PNG translucent images with shadows. Now, I already told y'all my workflow for that. I taught y'all a new workflow for that a few weeks ago or 2 weeks ago or something like that. But this time, it's easier. One button press, and you got translucent with shadows. It's easier. It's crazy. Easy. So go check that out. Also, after this or whenever. But all right, like I said, we don't want to keep them in 4K. At least I don't. I don't need that hassle. Nothing that you've seen from me has ever been in 4K. So we go to composition settings, and I change it down to HD and put the 59.94, boom, right click, where's the transform, fit the comp. There you go. Now this is 4K, but it's in an HD timeline. You know what I mean? Yeah, mad easy now, yo, to have shadows with translucence. Yo, literally one button. You press that button, boom, you good. Versus my heart, I went through the world creating that thing. But there you go. All right, so that looks good. We have that. Again, I like to see his hands somewhere. Right? Somewhere around there should be cool. I like to see the fingers. Come on, man. Give me something. He likes to take off his hat on and off a lot. That's the homie, though. Good guy, man. He a blessing. All right. I can live with it. I like to see, yeah, okay. And that ain't blurry. All right. So let's key it out. Get that key light. All right. And we're going to do the test again. Let's click right here. And that looks actually pretty good. Let's look at the screen map. Okay. And then let's reset. Now let's do it down here. Check the screen map. Not as good, you see. Okay. So let's try this darker. Check the screen map. Nope. Ain't happening. So I think the best one was around here. Screen map. Yeah, that should be fine. And open up the screen mat here, and we want all this to be black. We want him to be totally white. When you're dealing with beards, it can be real crazy if you're really trying to keep them beards going. Yeah, the beard, yeah, no doubt, show your business. The beard, the key to really, it could be, sometimes you could just whatever it, but if you got a good green screen key, the secret to the beard is not pushing it. You see how if I push this, it's going to get rid of the beard. The secret is not pushing it and leaving some of those grays in there. See? You want that. And I can probably mess around with some of the screen, with the screen gain a little bit, but not too much. And then we don't worry about this if it's not going to be seen. So we want to, like, remember, we always want to see, oh, well, he kind of goes up there. Does he go? How back does he go? You want to see what does he really do. Oh, see, look at that. You saw that? See how it fluctuated there? So now we got even more here. You feel me? More there, right there. So you could do other things too. Let me just do this just for the heck for y'all while we're here. All right, so we know that's an issue, and it's because of the light. See, it's not evenly lit, the light here. So that's the problem. All right. What time is it? Because I got to go pretty soon. Well, not yet, but pretty soon. All right, so check it out. What the heck am I doing here? All right, so let's say that was an issue and they just kept coming up there. You can split it. You got to do 2 keys, let's say, all right? So you go from here, and let's say we're going to grab this, and we're going to just click this piece up here. That's it. That's all we're going to click. It's that piece. And then now we're going to grab this, and we're going to work up there. And you see, that pretty much got rid of that. You feel me? You got to be careful with his head. But that pretty much got rid of that. And there you go, his head. And there you go. All right? And then I'll put them in intermediate. All right. So now what we got to do is be down here. See down here? You got to double that, which is Control D. All right? And then hit M twice. That'll bring down your mask. And we're just going to grab another. We're just going to grab that mask, double click on it. And now we're going to bring that down and overlap it a little bit. And we're going to expand it. All right? We expanded it. So now you should be good. Now, sometimes you got to rekey this piece out. Now, see, his hairs aren't that bad, but we could do better with that hair. So let's go into Screen Mat and see where we split it. See what I'm saying? What CPU do I have? Man, I got a 4090 with an Intel as high as Intel CPU you can get, and a crazy motherboard that I forgot, and 96 gigs of RAM. I got to get more RAM. After Effects eats up RAM. It kills RAM. After Effects loves eating RAM. But see, we're going to try and make this beard look a little better. So we're going to go to our black, and we're going to push back a little bit just to give it a little more love so it's not so crazy. But doing that, we might have sacrificed something else. But it actually is looking pretty good. Let's see something. Yep, that's that. That's supposed to be there. I thought it was a hole, but it's not. What he said? Awesome, thanks. No doubt, my man. Yeah, you wanna. After Effects is really heavy on. It's more heavy on RAM than it is your graphics. Don't get me wrong, graphics helps a lot, but it's very RAM heavy. You know, for After Effects. I got to jump up to one something. All right. So we're trying to keep that. And I think we did it. So there you go. So now you have both of those. All right. See, we split the key up. See his head? We split the key up. And that's cool. Now I do see a little something here. You see that? It's a bit too transparent there. So that's the white. So we got to push back a little bit to bring that back. It's like finding, and then throw some softness in there to blend in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You want to throw in some softness. See the softness there? Throw it in a little bit. Maybe 1.5, 1.7. You know what I mean? And then remember, if you threw some softness up here, go to the top of his head and throw some softness, the same amount, 1.7. All right. And we're also going to shrink a little bit. I'm going to shrink just a little, not a lot. And shrink the same amount on the bottom. All right. And his beard is okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these two. Thank you for the game you've been uploading. No doubt. It's all good. It's all good, man. Just share, like, subscribe. You know what I mean? Throw it around. Share it, like it again. Tell your homies, share it, like it again. I'm going to grab these two, right-click, and pre-compose them, all right? And that's just putting them together now, okay? So now they're one. Now they're one, okay? See, they're just one thing. But if I wanted to go back into there, I could double-click, and now I have access again to them, okay? So it creates different compositions. So this is the one that is united, and this is the one with both of them open. So I'm going to stick to this one. And then I'll add, again, some sharpening. Put about 12 on them. And some advanced, obviously, advanced spill suppressor. Take some of that green off them. And I'm going to put this one on ultra. And there you go. And you see he still has, you know, it looks, his beard is still cool. He still look like he got a beard. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you want to turn off the audio, go way to the left over here, and then there's a speaker that you can turn off, okay? But yeah, there you go. And I like to check his hands. Now, his hands ain't as bad. Sometimes I would do more for his hands, but his hands aren't going to be as much seen. If I mess with his hands, it's going to affect his beard. His hands ain't going to be much seen. It's going to be a dark scene that I'm shooting, so I know I can get away with that anyway. But sometimes I would work on it a little bit more for the hands, but I want his beard to look better. So, you know, beards can be crazy. Is there much you can do about that green reflection? Where? About how much did you spend on your PC? Number one, what green reflection? Because there's no green reflection no more really on him, unless there's something I'm missing. Let me know. What do you see? Or are you just talking in general? Number two, how much did I spend on my PC, man? I mean, the 4090 graphics card by itself is $2,000. I don't know what it is now. I haven't looked at it. But that by itself is $2,000. So you're looking at, if you count the graphics card, about $4,000. You know what I mean? I spent about almost right on $2,000, little over $2,000 maybe. I just had to rebuy it. So probably a good $4,000 to be real with you. You know what I mean? But it's looking good. Remember, we're not going to be up close like this, so it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. Yeah, I ain't got no problems with this. And see, now what I end up doing is this, because After Effects renders out kind of slow. It takes a long time to render each of these scenes out, and I got about 10 of these scenes. Starts at 2,000. Just came out. See, it just came out. So shoot, if you can get the $2,000 and you got that 5090, get that bad boy. You know what I mean? No doubt. But when I just bought mine probably a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. I bought mine, and so I had to get it, man. Looks like you got it. Missed how much I'm multitasking. But when you were zoomed in, his head was reflecting green from the screen. Oh, yeah, I got it. Believe that, my G. I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? This is what I do, cuz. Yeah. So what I end up doing, because I got, like I told you, man, look, I got all these to do. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do all of these. He's rapping on it with a TV. Got the TV by itself. Him walking by, passing, all those. And so I'm not going to do all those live right now, but I wanted you to see the kind of the process, and maybe I could say something that'll help you. But what I would do is once I finish all of those, like I'm going to literally do all of them, right? And then I would set up an Adobe Media Encoder, put them all in the Adobe Media Encoder, for them to in a media queue, and then I leave it all to render all night. I go home, and then by the time in the morning, usually they all done. No, I ain't did nothing yet. I don't be knowing half the time what I'm gonna do. Sometimes I might put him in a dark forest. So I'm either probably gonna purchase the forest. I don't want to build the forest, even though forests aren't really hard to build. But we'll see. We'll see. Or in a desert. You know what I mean? Or in a desert. But it looks good. It looks clean. Yeah, I ain't gonna front. This looks pretty good. And you can see the beard. That beard, it still look good, man. You can still kind of feel like it's a beard and not all ate up. He had a bad barber. But it looks good. So yeah, that's cool. That's good money. But see how we had to split it up? Sometimes one key by itself ain't gonna do it. And we've had to split it up. We had to split the top from the bottom in order to key them both separately. All right, because if we would have tried to just do with one key, it would have been an issue. You just wasn't going to win that fight. Something had to suffer. You feel me? And if I had to, I would have do a third one or a fourth one. I mean, it all depends on what you need to do. You feel me? But like I said, once you finish all this stuff, all you do is cue them in Adobe Media Encoder, go to composition, and add to Adobe Media Encoder cue, load them all up in there, make sure they got the PNG sequence, and then hit the queue, go home, man, and let it render out all night. Then in the morning, you good money. Like tomorrow, I'm a green screen all these because I got to go pretty soon. But tomorrow, I'm a green screen the rest of them. Then that night, leave it to render. And then whatever the next day is, I'll start bringing it into Unreal Engine, figuring out what I'm going to do with them. And then there you go. That's the process. And then y'all will see it as soon as it's done. You know what I mean? But other than that, anybody got any other questions? I just came on. I thought this might be interesting. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, this looks good. They shot this with the Sony A7 IV. That's the homie. I've known him for a long time. I told him, buy the Sony A7 IV. The Sony A7 IV is an amazing camera. It's just not worthy. I don't think it's, I got one too. Right now, this is the FX30 filming me. But the Sony A7 IV is a great hybrid camera, you know what I mean? But it just overheats from time to time. And so I can't trust it for certain things. But for like short stuff, shooting videos, it's great. But for podcasts and stuff like that, I wouldn't buy it for that. Not at all. Yeah, it should be interesting. You know, it should be interesting. This should be a cool project. It should be a cool project. I don't want to release his lyrics yet or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Just kind of sharing this part with you. But I'm going to add in this part here in the window, in the TV, he's going to have different things going on, different scenery, you know, of you know, people and, you know, whatever he wants to be seen inside of this. Now, this should be interesting, too, because I got to do him and that at the same time. But I just split them if I have to. You know what I mean? Or just take it out all the way and put it in as I want to because I have one of just that by itself. You feel me? So all depends. Is the PNG sequence 8-bit files or 10-bit from After Effects? You know, I never really thought about it. I think I got them in I think I got them. You know what? I'm gonna have to check. Let's go. Let me see if I can see now. See, there's certain things I don't worry about. Like 10-bit is very important for recording. It's very important. 422 10-bit, very important. Grabbing all the colors and all of that. But once you have that information, most people ain't gonna care once it's in there and once you do what you gotta do. And then if it goes into 8-bit, nobody's gonna know at all. But let me see if I had to. Let me see if I can see what it does. If it tells me anything. PNG sequence. You want to do RGB plus alpha. You know, it doesn't say. It's just PNG is like a lossless format. I don't think it's a 8-bit or 10-bit. PNG is like a lossless, compressed, lossless format. So I don't think you got to worry about that anyway. Think about grabbing After Effects again just to see if it helps with my image sequencer problem in UE5. I don't know, my man. You got that Mackie problem. But maybe, I do all my keying in After Effects, man, all day long, man. It's never failed me. I get some great looking keys in After Effects. You know what I mean? So it's never failed me, man. So that's what I'm going to do. You feel me? So we got this key here on some soil. And actually, once I see this play back, we might not even see the flicker anymore. You feel me? That's why I said I'm going to deal with it later to see what happens. You know what I mean? Let me see this one right here. Let me throw this in here for the mix just to see, y'all. And remember, too, in After Effects, I don't know if you was here earlier, show your business, but down here, right here, see where my mouse is, my pointer? Down here, when I first started After Effects, I click this, and you see how I say bit depth? Usually it's at 8 bits per channel. I always up it to 32 bits per channel. And that's all I touch, so that helps a lot too, all right? Keeping some good quality. Remember that. All right. All right, so we got this. All right. He got his hands up. You see? I always say I like those because it's going to show me what it's doing with his hands. All right, so let me key it out real quick. Let me see. All right. Now this, they kind of underexposed him. I don't know. Let me see. I don't want to add more. They definitely underexposed it a little bit, but if I bring it up too high, I'm going to leave it there for now to see what happens. Let's go to keying through the key light, see what we got real quick, y'all. Am I boring, y'all, man? I don't know. I just thought I'd do this, man. Yeah. You talking about the 32-bit show your business? That's what you're talking about? The 32-bit? A lot of people don't be seeing that, if that's what you're talking about. But let's see. Again, we test it out. Now, I'm pretty sure it's going to look bad over here, or it's going to see it's just unevenly lit. Even down here, look at this. But let's try right here in the middle. And we go to screen mat. All right, so we got that. Let's reset. Let's try down here. next to him. Screen matted. Okay, that's way better. See, we got some more. That's way better. I think that's probably as good as we're going to get. Let's try over here. See, terrible. You always want to experiment. So I think the best is going to be, let me see, I'm trying this one more spot. Sometimes you got to just remember. I think the one spot is going to be right here. Yep, that's the best. That's the best. See that? Look at that. Look at that. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. That looks real good. So you got to experiment, y'all. It's better than most procedural on TV. I see another hospital drama on my screen. My wife loves them. So yeah, so that looks like the best one we got. So you always want to mess around, man. Like I always say, don't just hit it one time and think you good. And I go into intermediate results. Now, let me see something. See, raising that curve, I don't know. I'm going to drop it down a little bit more. Let me see something. Okay. All right, so let's screen mat it right now. Let's see what we got. Go to screen mat. And right here, clip the black a little bit. Let's clip the black a little bit. And clip the white. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that for now. What you said? Yeah, that 32-bit setting. Yeah. Gotta do that. Okay, I ain't too mad at that right now. That did actually pretty good key for what it is. It's a little dirty, but we can clean that up. Yeah, I ain't tripping on that. Sometimes when you have more than one thing, like if you have more than one person in the scene, that could be a nightmare. So if you don't need to do that, don't. If you do, just make sure it's a good, clean green screen, because it's going to be a nightmare sometimes, man. We got to worry about him more than anything. Let me see. Just trying to see his edges. So I'm gonna shrink it a little bit. I always shrink a little bit. All right, you saw that? That's that little bit. And I always soften. All right. Around 1.7, 2.0, I soften it all the time. All right. Now let's throw some advanced spill suppressor on it. Okay, I'm gonna put it on ultra, bring back the colors more. Okay. And remember, I know I'm gonna put them in a dark room in like a forest or dirt or desert or something. That's why I told him to buy some soil and just do the soil, so then I don't gotta worry about his feet and blending his feet. His feet is good. I'm gonna just blend the rest of the environment to that. You feel me? And this green screen place wasn't the greatest, because like I said, look at all this. Look at the white. It's chipped off. It got a lot of, not the greatest. But it is what it is. And even if you see, if you look at it, let me throw the screen Put it back on screen mat real quick. All right. Now you saw earlier that I upped the curves. All right. Upping the curves, if you see it, if I left it low, it's more dirty versus what I did to it. That's also why I did it. If you look at the source, all right, let me cut that off. Oh, that's the green screen. This is the way it was, all right? This is with the curves off. And then I raised the curves to kind of give them more exposure. But also by raising the curve, I brought the green more out. So when you put it in source mat, screen mat, you see off and on. So it's way more cleaner with the curve going up and being more regular, more properly exposed. All them little things help, you know what I'm saying? Let me throw this back on. All right. And then obviously we would, we would also mask whatever we want to mask, you know what I'm saying? Like I literally don't need none of that. If you don't need it, don't keep it. You just gotta make sure, I gotta make sure his hands or his head don't come out this way. You know what I mean? Am I boring y'all? I'm sorry, y'all. Just thought maybe, I might as well show y'all something while I'm doing it. This is me really working. You know what I mean? Oh, there go the wifey. If you got a wifey, I give her a specific, sound, so then I know it's her. See now let me put this on. I'm gonna put this on more poor quality so I can run through it faster. He doesn't raise his hand much, except for one time. Let's see, I saw him do that there. See right there, he. Nah, you're all good. This is interesting. We're still here watching. Yeah, I guess so, right? Nah, you just want to make sure you run through it. Like, if you really care about this shot, then you don't want that there. You can, go like this. Or you could do what I'm not going to do. But if you want to do it, you can make the mask move with him so that when he does do that, the mask doesn't come out. And then when he brings it back, you can animate the mask. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to use that piece, but I might leave this like this. You know what I mean? But other than that, you just kind of want to go through it, make sure he's pretty much, cool. And what's whack is it does be that scene like, I want that scene, but I did do the hand the mask right, I be trying to be lazy sometimes. But pretty much it's all there. He's good. Even that I can just raise this up, it'll be all right. Yeah. It's not bad. Now we do see some flicker there, and I gotta deal with that later. But other than that, I'm okay with it. It's not bad. He said 07. I don't know what that means, my man. It's almost time for me to bounce. But anyway, this is basically what it is, y'all. This is the kind of like the process. Sometimes I might go in here a little bit more and clean up a little bit more. But I just figured let me show you, the process a little bit so you can see some of the stuff that I do, or might be something that I happen to say that helps you out, man. That's all. I really did it for. Saluting. Oh, no doubt, my bad. And, you would go from there. And again, I wouldn't mess around with his colors yet. It all depends. Well, I did kind of raise his color, so I might, if I went to the color correction and curves, I might give him a little bit of not bring it back down a little bit. You know what I mean? Oh, come on. See what I'm saying? But I would probably just grab the middle almost and just kind of uniformly bring it down. You know what I'm saying? And remember, I have this in bad quality, so let me put it back to full. I almost forgot that I put it in bad quality to move it. You always want to remember to keep it in full when you really care about what you're looking at to see what you're seeing. But yeah, that's cool. Because I do all the other fixes and colors or contrast or brightness inside of Unreal Engine. All this is cool, keeping this. So yeah, so we got this. There he goes. We got this with the good old beard. And we got this. You know what I mean? Basically. And he's meant to be in the dark, even though if I would have shot him, I would have shot him, a bit different. He's too, learning how to light is very important also, y'all. Very important. But when you're doing this for a client, and especially when they wear hats, sometimes hats are terrible because it just creates shadow, so you got to really work with it and figure it out. But when you're working with a client, they give you footage, and you got to make it work as long as it can be workable. Now, some footage is just bad, and that's why I try to tell them as much as I can what to do, how to do it, how to shoot it, what frame rates, and all that good stuff, because when I get it, I don't want to have a headache. But yeah, not bad. You know what I mean? So, that's really it, y'all. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, hair can be a pain. Hats can be a pain, Like I told him, make sure the under part of the hat, the lid, isn't green, because a lot of that, sometimes the underneath the hat, you got green. That's no good. That's a headache. Or underneath the lid, there's that sticker. That sticker is so reflective with green, that's going to be another headache. Jewelry, glasses, all kind of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to really think about all those things. And I'm going to be doing another deeper dive in green screen tutorial. I got my Green Screen Essentials tutorial that's on my website now, but I'm going to do another one. If you haven't got the Green Screen Essentials, get that. And I'm going to be doing the Unreal Engine course pretty soon. Yeah. And and another thing, it's not always wise to go to a place that has like a full green screen that fully covers it. I'm talking about sideways, so they're fully engulfed in green. That's not always good, all right? Like, that's why I told him, try to stand as close as you can to the edge. Don't be engulfed in the green, because all that green, you get soaked up. So if you don't have to, do not do it. The only time you might have to do it is if you have to do it for a full body shot. All right? But, that's about it. If you don't have to do it, keep them away from that green as much as possible. You got to see it in the background or wherever you're shooting it, but don't have them so right there in the middle, because that green spills everywhere. You know what I mean? Like my little green screen spot, my studio, the other side of my studio, it's just a big backdrop, a green photo backdrop. And I've shot before with stuff on the side of me, and it was more of a headache to key out. No doubt. All right, y'all. So I'm here. I'm done. Again, make sure to go check out that new tutorial that came out. It's called what's that? Unreal Engine update on my site. Check that out. Appreciate it. That's about it, y'all. You know what I mean? If y'all need something, let me know. You know, just appreciate y'all coming through. You know what I mean? Spread the word. Let people know what's up. And I'm about to go home, and tomorrow morning I'll be here back doing the same thing. I don't know if I'm going to go live tomorrow or not, but who knows? Maybe I will. No problem, my man. I salute. See, now I know what 07 mean, man. Every day I learn. All right, y'all. And I'm so flat, like the colors, because I got the FX30 on log, so it's not shooting with the LUT on. But anyway, here I go doing that. All right, y'all. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the bell on the side so you get notified on time, y'all. And like I always say, come on, say it with me, y'all. It is what it is.